Let's talk about the use of short-acting insulin. If you're watching this video, then you've just probably been prescribed short-acting insulin. Those are now usually in the form of pens, and we're talking about things like Humalog, Novolog, Aspart, Fiasp, Lispro. It's a pen that your doctor prescribed you to administer or use before meals. It's really important to understand the difference between long-acting insulin and short-acting insulin. Long-acting insulin, things like Lantus, Basaglar, Toujeo, Tresiba, are once daily, for the most part, insulin that you administer usually at bedtime. And it is more or less a standing dose. It is not something that you change day to day or meal to meal. In fact, please don't use it in higher doses if your sugar is high at bedtime. That is not how that medication is administered. Short-acting insulin, on the other hand, is the one that you give yourself about 5 to 10 minutes before the meal, and it has to be in relation to what you're eating. Specifically, what I mean by that is short-acting insulin has to match the amount of carbohydrates that you're eating. Now, I'm going to say this one more time because it's really important. Short-acting insulin has to match the carbohydrates in your meal, not necessarily the size of the meal. You can eat a huge meal that's low in carbohydrates or a very small meal that's high in carbohydrates. And the insulin, short-acting insulin you are administering before the meal has to correspond or match with the carbohydrate content. For example, if you are about to eat a huge plate of veggies and broccoli and salmon, that will require 0 short-acting insulin. But if you're eating just the smallest bit of pasta or the tiniest cookie with a cup of tea that has honey or milk or sugar in it, even though that may seem like a very small meal, you don't even think of it as a meal. It has a much higher carbohydrate content. You have to understand the carbohydrates to be able to safely administer the right amount of short-acting insulin to the amount of carbohydrates.